All right, finally, after a long hiatus, we are back at Kings Island after 6 months.
Oh yeah, it was. We've been away from Kings Island for a while now. It's just because we just have been really busy in our personal lives. I happen to be working at a job that was requiring me to do 50+ hours a week for the past several months, and Andy and I both have been moving into different homes. So just our personal lives just got ahead of us, and it cost us a lot of time towards the channel. But we're finally back at Kings Island after almost 6 months.
Yep. And for today's episode, we are going to check out the new section of Ventureport, because the last time we were here, click on the corner of the video to see our last time we were here when it was still under construction. And we're gonna check out the progress for the new Snoopy Soapbox Racers coaster opening next year, and we're gonna check out the Haunted Trick or Treats Fall Fun Fest.
Yep.
So stick around and we'll be right back.
The giant spider.
All right, our first stop today is the new section at Ventureport, which the last time we were here was not fully open yet.
There were a couple of things that were open. The restaurant
Enrique's
was open, and they had some of the theming around, but the ride all that existed for the ride was the foundation, nothing else.
Right. And also, the last time it's here is this boat. The Pescador was not here last time we were here. But the first ride we're going to ride, of course, is Adventure Express, and see the new theming and see if any changes happened to the tunnel since the last time we rode.
Well, the concept art showed that it was supposed to be getting a facelift and stuff. I'm just hoping that the Congo drums are gone in the station, because those things got annoying really fast.
Yeah. So we're going to go and ride Adventure Express, and we'll see you after we get off. All right, we just got off of the Adventure Express, and I gotta say, I do like the new theming of it.
Yeah, same here. But it feels like with the tunnel they took away, not added.
Yeah, I noticed that the one idol's mouth is gone. But I noticed because originally he had his mouth open and closed when he was talking, but it's gone.
Yeah, well, he also got rid of the soundtrack as well, so it's probably the speaking parts as well. So it kind of makes sense that his mouth would not move.
Right.
But we also have noticed that there are a bunch of signs throughout the queue line, as well as in front of the entrance, that are hints to certain rides.
Right.
All right. You try to check them out and try to see if you can guess them if you ever come here.
Yep. But we're gonna now we're going to go on one of the new flat rides for Ventureport, and that is the Soul Spin,
yep.
which is a Huss Enterprise. So we'll see you when we get off. All right, we just got off of the Soul Spin, and this was my first time on a Huss Endeavor.
Yeah.
It's John's second time on a Huss Endeavor, mainly the one at Kentucky Kingdom. If you haven't seen that video, check it up here on the corner here, and you'll see it.
Yeah, well, the Huss Endeavors are interesting. They experience the same thing as a Huss Enterprise if you have not been on an Endeavor. The only difference is a Huss Endeavor, you're hanging underneath it, and it's easy with an over shoulder string, while in a Huss Enterprise, you're in, for lack of better words, a roll cage.
I can say first time I rode a Huss Enterprise was actually at the one at Carowinds. Our first time we went to Carowinds. If you also want to see that video, check up here in the top right corner, and you'll see it too. But we're gonna check out the last new ride and that is based off an original classic Kings Island attraction around the first opening years back in the 70s. So, and that will be Cargo Loco, and we'll see you when we get off. We just got off of Cargo Loco, which is a reimagining of a classic Kings Island attraction that was here when it first opened, called Dirt Spinning Kegers.
Yeah, and the spinning kegers and this thing are just basically those classic fair rides that you can just spin around on. I don't know what they're called. Leave it in comments if you know what those rides are called, but I'm pretty sure there are many companies that make them.
I think the only difference besides the modern technology on Cargo Loco is I think Dirt Spinning Kegers actually went a little bit faster.
Yeah, well, I noticed that compared to the ones that are at the fairground, this thing had a lot more resistance than the ones that I used to use. On the ones that I like at the fair stuff, I remember those usually you can get them spinning with a very fast with a very little effort. These things you really have to fight to get even moving.
Yeah, the things that help you spin faster on Cargo Loco were a little bit stiff. So
maybe it might be just something that they just have to lubricate, or maybe there's a brake on it that's making it harder to spin. I have no idea what it was, but I just know it was a lot harder than what it usually is on those kind of rides.
Right, but now we're actually on our way to Planet Snoopy to check out the progress of the new new Camp Snoopy expansion and the progress of their new coaster, Snoopy Soapbox Racers. So we'll see you when we get there. We're actually at the spot where the gate is for where the future spot for the Camp Snoopy expansion is, and not much has changed since they besides taking out the old snack building. The stage where the petting zoo used to be is still here.
Which I think, based on the concept of it is going to remain here, but it's going to just get a facelift, for lack of a better word.
Yeah.
And it looks like the whole playground area is going to be like basically where we're standing in this spot right here right behind where I'm pointing. This is where the ride's going to be. It's going to go pretty close to where Flying Ace
Aerial Chase
is all the way to about here, and from about here beyond is going to be a playground area,
which is right here. But yeah, they're taking out the internal part of the stage and turning it into like a play area for kids, and towards this direction, which is a little bit behind Flying Ace Aerial Chase, is going to be where Snoopy Soapbox Racers is going to be.
Which actually down here, they actually provide a nice aerial view of what the ride's going to look like.
Yep.
Plus, if you notice, Flying Ace Aerial Chase is also going to get its third paint job,
which is going to be green and brown.
Yeah. Initially, it was green track with yellow supports, but it was Runaway Raptor.
Yep.
Then they changed it to what it is now, which is yellow track with orange supports now. And then now, as we just pointed out, it's going to be more like an earthy green track with dark brown supports.
Yep. So we'll have to wait till April to check it out, because I say it's going to be probably open on time for opening day next year.
Yep.
So until then, we'll have to wait until it opens. Okay, after a little, after we took a little break, we went. We just got off a Flight of Fear, so I was gonna say nothing's really changed yet. I mean, it's still a good ride, so
yeah. The only thing is, I noticed that they're starting to put on the Flight of Cheer lights, which normally the lights are just a tinted yellow. Now, when they're Flight of Cheer, they switch them out and put in red and green lights for Christmas.
Yep. Which they should be starting to switch that out as in total. Well, change out completely by the time we're back for Winterfest. So, but we're just gonna keep exploring the park and we'll see you in a little bit. We just got off of the beast after that little bit of a rainstorm.
Yeah.
And it still rides good even after with wet tracks.
Yeah. Well, supposedly we were told that well, we heard a rumor that it ran faster, it's a lot more intense after it's wet, and you can safely say, yeah, it is a bit more intense. Mildly, like it's only going like a couple miles per hour faster, but it is a noticeable amount, especially in areas like the trim brakes. Usually you barely notice those trim brakes on a normal day, but today you really felt them.
Yep. But we're gonna go explore more of the park here, and we'll see you in a little bit. All right, we just got off the bat, which is celebrating its 30th anniversary this year, and it still runs really good since it's one of the last few arrows in the park. One of two, I should say. But for right now, the sun's going down. It's starting to get a little spooky out here. So I say it is about time for the monsters to come out.
Before we sign off, sorry to interrupt, but before we sign off, I just wanted to point out something. This time when we rode the bat, I took a chance to look at the area towards the old Snoopy station, and it turns out there is actually still a good amount of land between where the one end of the Snoopy station is and where Banshee is. That combined with, and if they plan it out right, I could definitely see where people are trying to say that about trying to use it in their next big coaster.
But that's only theories and stuff right now. But like I said, the sun's going down. It's starting to get a little spooky out here. So until then, and see you in part 2 of this video.